Okay, so today I know a lot, most of you are not on right now because it's quite early. This is just for those who are on. But today I am going to be doing an editing of my video. A lot of you girls have asked me, how do I edit my videos? So today I'm going to show you how. And I've already pre-edited and pre-cut my video. She's gonna have to cry. And now I'm gonna show you what I do layer-wise. And it looks kind of like this. I do this so we both can see. Hi lovers. Yep, today I'm just editing videos because I want to release some things today.
Day in my life, and your YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before we get started and join Luvableviet family. If you're already a member, then don't forget to turn the bell notification on and make sure it's turned on all notifications. But first things first, I have to have my coffee. So right now,
So we can talk a bit, or I can go straight into editing. That's her asking for attention. She's not gonna get it. She's been very clingy lately, and I'm not okay with that. She's just been very, very annoying. So this is the pre-quarantine day. It's only 16 minutes long. I felt like that's a pretty good video to start editing or just start cleaning. Hi Marina Shahi. Hello KD. Hello Mike Hershong. It's so nice to have you guys back. See? She is so dramatic, like I swear to God. Hello Sammy Cook. It's so good to have you guys here. I did start downloading yesterday's show. I'm not sure, were you guys there for yesterday's show? Like, I originally wanted to keep it really PG so that I can keep it live for everyone to see. But then there was a lot of curse word in there, so I had to take a lot of it down. And so I'm like, whatever. So I re-download that video, and I'm gonna cut out parts and just like bleep out word and start like attaching your comments or your question to the stuff I answer. And so I'll upload another video, just like a recap, like maybe a 30-minute video, because that was a 5-hour long live show. I'm not about to upload a 5-hour long live show. So today, instead, she's being annoying again. I'm going to just pretty much like, I'm gonna try to do daily live show. So we'll see if the supports are there and you guys enjoy like just seeing me do housework stuff and how I live quarantine wise. I mean, we can continue to do it, but there's going to be a lot of downtime because one of the things I like about blog TV is people can just really just watch you watch TV. Versus like YouTube, I feel like people want to talk to you more. So I'm still trying to find the balance in it. Erica, can you please put on Cocomelon or something? Oh, well, see, originally today I was literally going to just stay in bed because I don't feel well. But then I told you guys that like it's been so long since I released a video, so I want to just like finish editing this one so I can like upload this one just so like there's regular content on the table. On the channel, just in case like this live show, like it started to get too personal. One of the few things that I don't like to disclose is I don't like to disclose my finance. I don't like to fully disclose when I'm weak or when times are hard for me. I don't like things that are too personal to be released on YouTube. So that's why, like, when we're on a live show, yeah, I get into it and I talk about it, but then I don't want it to be there on the channel. I just don't want people to, I guess, see the weak side of me. So oftentimes, like, I try to keep my channel as uplifting and as happy as possible. And I just want to inspire people to like work harder. Like people don't really need to see me all upset and crap. But yeah, I really do hope you guys enjoyed the last live show. I just feel like once you create a new image for your profile, you should just keep it. I feel like I transition a lot, and I don't think I'm ready to be that human, like completely human and too raw on this channel just yet. I just want to be that person that inspires people to work harder, to chase after your dream and live life their way, and that's all my channel represent. But so far, I kept so many people asking how to edit video, and literally the reason why it's so hard to record like editing video editing is because it literally takes me like weeks to edit sometime because I can only do it when I'm free. Now that I'm free and I'm actually able to relax, I'm sick along with it. So sometimes I think about I'm gonna think that, oh, I'm definitely going to just record, and in the end, or I'm definitely going to edit, and then in the end I just kind of want to hug my daughter and like watch TV and like watch a movie or something. And my skin right now, it looks so shiny because I just did an egg mask. And so this is how glowy it looked right after that egg and honey mask. So I'm gonna wash that off in a bit just to like tone that down a bit. But I will kind of show you what the video looked like before and what after, how I like to layer. I had a lot of girls asking. So the first thing I did is I edited everything on iMovie, which I've showed you yesterday. So I cut and paste and then I export. Once I export to become an MOV or an MP4, then I drag it over to Wondershare. And Wondershare is where I add all my layering. So I'll kind of show you the screen really quick. Hold on, let me see if I can just flip it this way. All right, put it down. You can kind of see the screen. I don't know, you can zoom in. Oh God, okay. All right, here we go. So these are what we call layer. Can you kind of see what I'm doing? These are called layer. I'll just turn all of it off just so you guys can see the screen again and how different usually it looks. Just, let me take this off really quick. Oh, let me not dump my coffee either. Okay. So see how this look, right?
Don't forget to turn the bell.
This is normal. Nothing's here. Right? It's just a simple video. These are edited on let me turn off the volume really quick.
Next on my stop is definitely.
So this is how the video would pretty much look. I've already voiced over on iMovie and now I'm on Wondershare. And on Wondershare, I focus more on the layering. Like here, I'll start going back to the beginning. Sorry, go back here. Wondershare is a bit more difficult to work with because I feel like it's really big. The file is so big that it makes your computer slow down. You have to end a lot of the others. This is a good time. It's a bouquet. It's already a packet that I already purchased on Wondershare, and it does this. The wording pretty much. Now, the wording belongs to the title section. See, when I click on the title, the pinwheel of death, and this is a Mac, I have a lot to choose from. And this is because I subscribe to this. It's about $60 or something, like just to use the program, and you have to buy it a one-time fee of like $98 forever or something like that. They're coming up with a whole bunch of like new stuff for you. But let's say I chose this one instead. It literally show you what it looks like, and all you have to do is change the font. And I just chose something normal because I really don't like all that other one. I'll start showing you. This is an action pack overlay. And you can obviously do this on also, iMovie. It's just, I just prefer to do it on here because it export faster, in my opinion. So this overlay, it came from the effect. Effect are these. So it makes the video cool. It's like a layer over your video. Oh, sorry. And so I'm gonna show you guys with the effect. See? Simple. Now I'm gonna open this. This one, these things that you're seeing, these overlay were created by me. I just drag them over, and obviously you can also do this on iMovie. I just prefer to do it on Wondershare because it pulled the JPEG faster. And those are in Elements. And Elements, once again, you have to create your own and import it in. Or you can also just purchase. And the one that you purchase really aren't that pretty. So if you guys are really good at creating like JPEG and like your own little icons, you guys would really do well in this. I'm too lazy, so some of the product in here, like the firework and the extra, like let's say for example, like these music note, I pretty much just purchased it. You know, it does get pretty pricey. I mean, I think I purchased a lot of these packs for like $20 a pack, and there's only like 10 things in there. So this it does take time for you to accumulate, and so don't go too crazy on like purchasing a whole bunch of crap. Like this one, I did not create. This one is something that I purchased. I'll show you.
Turn on all notifications.
Another thing that you'll run into when you first start editing is, let's say you have a whole bunch of like apps, like a lot of layering. Having a lot of layering is good, but when you don't know like how you want to edit your video or what theme you want to go for, you will spend so much time just looking through and playing around. So I don't recommend. I recommend like every video you make, stick with the same pack first when you first begin, just so like the title, the lower third, or like the overlay, use the same thing for just that theme. Start there first, and then as you get better, you can then mix a whole bunch of like different like titles with different like backdrop, but it should still focus on what your video is about and what your theme is, and you decide all of that, the mood, the color, what you're gonna say prior to even going on Wondershare. You have to do all of that on iMovie. That's why I already did my voiceover. So the voiceover, it really, well, I'm not a strong editor, but the voiceover gives me inspiration on what mood, what theme, how I want to use these extra like overlay. And these are the least important because like honestly, if I choose to upload this video without all of this layering, you guys would still be fine with it. However, I just feel like certain layer, it just makes the video look like there was more love and attention being put onto it. So this is my least favorite part of this job, editing. Some days you just feel like it's a breeze. Other days it takes forever for you to finish, and then you just get really discouraged. So let me think. This is definitely the video I want to release today, just because it's a good beginner. This is pre-quarantine, and then I wanted to do a 3-part quarantine. It was literally a 3-hour movie, and so I started cutting down. I think I'm only doing an hour of each day, just so like you guys can have something to watch every day, kind of continue. Because I did start cleaning my kitchen, and God, that took forever. Let me think. So I will take question, whatever question you may have. I'll start taking question, and I can also edit. But technically, oh my God, I wanted to do a story time tomorrow. I have to start like listing down certain story I want to tell, just to make sure they're appropriate, and then I have to do a time limit on it because I can't stay on all day. So like I'm still drafting what I want to like stick to, because I feel like the show back in the old day worked better because I kind of have a schedule of how long I was on top of certain things. I kind of have an idea on like how to kind of guide the show so it's more consistent, so there's no pause in between, like I'm talking to myself, I feel like. So I'm writing something for that. So I kind of want to do story time tomorrow so we can spend more time in bed, because I kind of want to release this video today, just so tomorrow I just have a chilling day to where I don't have anything to do. Hello, Joe. I use iMovie, which is standard on a Mac computer, and I also use Wondershare Filmora 9. Okay, so the Filmora Wondershare, I believe I purchased this like a year ago when it was like $79.99. That was on sale. I think it's like $98 right now or something. And it's a one-time purchase. I purchased it so I own the right to use it on my computer. However, back in the old day, you can purchase all of these like packets, like the transition, the elements, or the effect, or the music, or the titles. These were all purchased separately, and they were like $20 a pack. And honestly, If I wanted to, I could send the original pack that I purchased to any single person that I know, like for free, as long as they have Wondershare for more than 9. Like they own the same right I do. So yeah, so they would buy it and I would send it to them. So that's why I have two Mac on both computer. The one upstairs are the one that I purchased everything, and this is the subscription. So since 2019, they started doing this subscription thing where it's ridiculous because now you're supposed to pay $59.99 every like year to use all of their crap. And on top of that, you have to pay like it's either $39.99 for like a monthly fee, or like you have to buy it like completely or whatever. And the price did went up. So in my defense, I feel cheated because I was the original buyer, and everything that I put money out on the side just to purchase the ads, just to purchase like the certain transition, pretty much now is made for everybody. So I feel cheated. But um, the one thing that's positive is people who are subscribed to this. If you are no longer subscribed, you can no longer use any of these packets. But I can, because I have purchased a lot of these packets already, like straight up. So yeah, I think what happened is people like me who own this started making their own version of it and sold it for cheaper. And I think Filmora must have caught on, because that's what Filmora now are doing the same thing as Adobe, where you have to subscribe like to use the product every month. So yeah, but it's not an impossible thing to hack. I thought about hacking them, but then I was like, it's too much work. And if you guys have, okay, so on this computer in particular, I don't have Adobe After Effects. After Effects, honestly, in my opinion, works the freaking best. Like once you know how to use After Effects, none of these programs is actually all that great, because After Effects has the ability to layer, and all the effect on there is actually better than what you can purchase here on Wondershare from Laura. But if you're a beginner and you're not a hacker, Filmora is good for beginners. If you're going to do like daily vlog or something, if you're not strong in the whole computer aspect, this is definitely easy. Pretty much it's just import, export, and everything's just drag onto layer, just like iMovie. After Effects, you do have to understand certain lingo in there for you to activate, like especially when you're doing masking or something. All these programs, it's actually self-taught, so I literally just sit there and like toggle around, and then I get to learn it. And then there are also tutorials on YouTube before that you can't really find anymore, because apparently like people started removing these things because they want you to start paying for the program, or paying for like learning how to use the program, which is ridiculous. But I think those are the only extra parts that I'm going to add in. And I want to add a little bit of animation here to highlight this. I mean, one of the things I love most about those Korean like TV show or like those game show is that they add the right effect at the right time. So it just makes it more like interesting and funny. And I guess that's where my inspiration is from when I edit my video. It's just I don't create my own meme yet, and when you add meme to the video, it just makes things so much more funnier. I started doing like adding quotes and stuff, but that's kind of my personal thing. Like I actually live by those quotes, and I feel like on my hard day, because I don't have an older sister and I don't have someone that I can actually like rely on or talk to. So oftentimes, whenever I feel sad or I feel cornered or I feel overwhelmed or depressed, I go on Pinterest and then I spend some time just looking through quotes. Like I say, if I'm depressed, so I look at depressed quote. I get a good like 20-minute cry, and then after I'm done crying, then I get to myself together, and then I would watch animal documentary. I know it's weird, but that's what I do. And I would have some wine, I would eat something yummy, and then I would go online shopping. And then by the end of the day, I'm just not unhappy anymore. So we all tick differently. Okay, don't say I'm not saying that my way is the way and that it works for everybody, but I just feel happier when I do things in that order. but definitely the quotes that has helped me, that stuck out, the quotes that kind of stop my tears, a quote that makes me realize things that I couldn't before because I was so upset at that very moment. Those are quotes that I share with you guys. And when I wake up in the morning, you know how being a mom, you're super busy, but when you do have the time to yourself because your kids are like, cared for, then you kind of like brush your teeth and you kind of look through quotes. A lot of people like to check the social media, but I begin my day with finding something inspirational, something that makes me want to go, okay, I don't feel working today, but I will. So it's these are certain things that I do for myself in order to keep myself motivated and like get me going, I guess. Because I'm gonna tell you, no one is going to encourage you every day for you to like get your shit together and like, man, I cussed again. You know how like you're a good person, but you cuss so much so people think you're a horrible person, but really you just can't help it because you're so guyish. Oh my god, I can't with myself. No, I want to use this one instead. Ooh, that's prettier. Take this one off. This is one of my favorite. How do I favorite this? Add to favorite. Perfect. So effect that I like to use, I should just add to favorite more often. I think I'm gonna drag this the whole way because I love it. Yesterday and the day before was actually an amazing time to record like another few outfit, but I chose to spend those time with you guys instead and doing absolutely nothing but clean the house. So part of me kind of regret it because I really do want to release OTCD to get myself on track. Another thing is like if you are a fashion blogger, I feel like life kind of force you to work out and force you to keep yourself look like put together because in order to look nice in clothes you have to like diet and you have to eat right, and because you do all that you tend to look better in your clothes because you're more aware of certain things that you wear because you have to. So part of me want to go back into like fashion blogging and vlogging because it really does keep you in shape. Um, Come on, boo boo. Making curry. Doing that. Alright. And
Video that you may have missed.
okay, so what I would do is pause this. I'm done. I'm gonna release this video like now. Once I export this, I'm gonna release this. It's just a simple video.
Add another one too. So this is tonight's special and this is what we're having. But that's the end of my day. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much. We'll have this.
For watching. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. If you haven't done so, don't forget to thumbs up the video, share it with your friends, and
alright, so I can now export. So I don't use as much layering as you guys think because when you edit your video well already, you don't need as much layering. Pre-quarantine. Alright, so now I'm exporting it. I'll show you guys a little bit. So this is what an export looked like. So it's just gonna run through your whole video. And because it's only 16 minutes, so it shouldn't be long. So I'm going to just push it down and let it do its thing. And now I'm free to do whatever else. And that means I get to talk to you guys. Today I'm having a Dunkin'. This is a hot macchiato with coconut caramel swirl and skim milk. The reason why I have to wean myself off of Starbucks is because Starbucks is quite far from where I live and everything that's closed does not have a drive-through, so I'm unable to get any Starbucks. And Oh, Samantha, you made me feel good. All right, let's go have a like girl talk or something. Oh, by the way, you guys, we are having a giveaway today. So at any random time, we're gonna just do a certain talk. I can pick at any part, because I know what we talked about. So I'll just pick any question, and if you are actually here and you can answer it, then one of the 3 boxes is yours. So you get to choose. And then we would do a live unboxing so you know what is inside your box. So those are things that I would like to do when we do a live show because I'm tired of having all of these stuff in my home. I just want to give it away. Let me see, 10 minutes. I have to be back and it's going pretty fast. It's 10:18. I'll be back at 10:23. I'll be back at 10:23 for this. Good morning, all the girls. I love you guys. I saw you ngủ. You're naughty as heck. Đừng có ê với mẹ. Nằm sấp 가로. Don't pull down my bra. Yeah. You're such an ugly girl. I love it. Yeah, she knows she's excited whenever she sees people talking. Because I put her on my sister and I usually. Yeah. You being silly? 傻瓜. Why are you doing the ugly pig face? What? I know. Auntie. Yeah, auntie. Lazy internet auntie. She like doing the ugly face a lot. They're not talking to you. Are you sad? You can look at yourself. Why not look at yourself? Hi. Hi. Yeah, hi. How you doing? Mama? I know, Titi. Titi? 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 Hey, Mama, I don't like your Titi. I want the bottles more. Eight. I know. Hey, mình không chơi coughing. Stop it. Don't. Đừng có giả đò với mẹ. Mày tát cao tay vậy. Hey. Đánh. We don't pretend to cough. No, I don't like it. Hey, you weren't so pretty, I'd beat you. Come here. You look like a drunk baby. You're so crazy. I love it. Come here. Come here, jerk. Come here, you jerk. Come on. To me. Up, up, up. Uh-huh. Shh. Shh. We're gonna be good. Shh. Shh. Good girl. Shh. Don't worry. That's my girl. Shh. Don't worry. See? See how much better that is? I love you. Who's a pretty girl? You're a pretty girl. And a sweet girl. Wanna go sleep? Dạ, dạ, shh. Nằm xuống ngủ. Nằm xuống. Nằm xuống ngủ. Nằm xuống. Come on. Look at the blankie. Look at the blankie. Look how soft the blankie is. Oh, sleep time. Sleep time. Night, night. I love you. I love you. Let's quarantine. Sleep now. There you go. Lay down. It's this nice soft blanket. It's satin. Wow, so nice. So nice. No, be nice. Nằm xuống ngủ. Nằm xuống ngủ. It's time to sleep. Time to sleep now. You don't sleepy? Then why are you being so naughty? Acting so crazy. Okay, that's my girl. All right, alright, now we're down. That's my day. I just take care of the babies. I get some editing done, and I run back and forth. Thương, được rồi. I know. You see the camera and you start screaming. What are you? Are you an actress, huh? You a star? You a star? Chubby bunny, nằm xuống. Come on, nằm xuống. Here, good chubby bunny. Nằm xuống. You can do this. play with your hair. Go on, lay down, I'll play with your hair. It feels nice. Dude, back in Blog TV live show day, all I had to do was, we worked out, we sewed, we designed, we did all of this, but without the children around, obviously, it's easier. I'm so long. Does it feel nice when I play with your hair? Don't worry, so nice. Come on. Music is nice. It's warm in the house. It's time for nap now. Y'all are quiet. We can take questions. Oh, by the way, I got the new BoxyCharm box, and this month is lit too. There's so many products that I haven't seen on the market that I'm like really excited to try out in their box. I know they have this special Mother Day box. Hopefully it will come very soon. I know. Oh, good morning, Rebecca Wang. It is like 10:18 my time right now. The girls are horrible these past few days. Yes, you will. They had bad dreams a lot, so they would just cry in their sleep constantly. Mama gotta go wash Mama's face. And washing bottles. Oh my goodness, that feels so nice. My hair itches so badly, so I had to really wash it, and when I was really deep cleaning it, so many of my hair fell off, so I was actually afraid. For a split second, I was afraid. I just feel like once your hair gets too long, it starts breaking off by itself, and I feel like that's kind of the problem I'm having now. Either that or my life has been terrible, which it really has been terrible. So I'm seeing the after effect of me not caring for myself. So I gotta get back on that. Oh my gosh! Oh yeah, I gotta show you guys my my diet tea. No, this is something I actually make at home. My mom gave this to me after my pregnancy to drink instead of coffee, and so I'm about to wean myself off of coffee and go back to drinking my ginger, lemon, and honey tea. Gives me the same energy. Hold on. Come on, man. I can't even do a proper ugly bun anymore. I mean messy bun anymore. Three hair tie. Okay, I can do this. Ow. Ow. So Lily cut her hair yesterday, and that makes me want to cut my hair just so it's easier to manage. Oh, I feel like I'm breaking my neck every time I tie my hair up. Yeah, she cut it, like, I know yesterday, like, you know how, like, when I tie my hair up, if she tied her hair up, it will be, like, right here. She cut a lot off. It went up to where her bra line is, so part of me want to cut my hair up to my bra line, too, just because I know it's going to grow anyways, and when I noticed that when I cut my hair up to here, I can do the perfect, like, messy bun easily. I feel like it's hard to do the messy bun right now because my hair is way too long. And it's so silky that it just comes on. Ugh, it's horrible. So she is inspiring me to cut my hair, and you know the funny thing is I feel like we're 1 week away from every girl on Instagram to do something drastic to their hair, like they're gonna color it or they're gonna cut it. And I feel like I'm in that phase too, wanting to do that, because we're about to do something crazy being locked in for this long. Yes, Samantha, I have done some fun DIY project. I unfortunately cannot upload it until I'm done editing it. Like I said, now that everybody's staying in and doing nothing, I also want to stay in and do nothing too. But I'm gonna go back on DIYing. I kind of want to do it live so that you guys can see it behind the scene. I want to include that behind the scene onto my main video of the DIY, so that you know it's something for them to refer to. Because in DIY you have to speed up a lot, and because you're speeding up, they don't really see like how long it really takes to make something. So I kind of want to do a live show DIY, but that will have to be on the day when the kids are at the grandparent home, because it's very hard to do DIY with them around. Not because like, one, they do play with a lot of the stuff, and two, the stuff that I use to make these things are small, they're like easy for them to choke on, and I can't keep an eye on them 24/7, so it's just better not to do a DIY when they're around. So hopefully this weekend, on a Sunday, a Saturday or Sunday, I can do a live show where I'm actually just sewing. You know, I want to deconstruct a whole dress and make it into something else, because there's so many things that, you know, there's so many projects I started on that I have asked. So, but apparently in Boston, originally they stretched the quarantine thing to April 7th, and then things supposed to be open again, but then they delay it till like May 7th now. So, I don't know. It's just been inconvenience. I don't know. My right eye is just constantly flickering. What is going on? Oh, by the way, the bird that every year, 3 or 4 families of bird would make a nest in a reef and on our house. And yeah, this year they're doing the same thing. They once again choose our front door to make their nest. Part of me want to put up a pre-made nest and write the word for rent and for shits and giggles. I mean, they're going to use it, and when they are gone, next bird is going to use it. Like, we always get 4. And I took down the back hallway one already, because like they make way too many nests in there. And the squirrels in my neighborhood are like gangster, and they're just disgusting roaches, because they be eating these like newborn birds. Like when they're red and stuff, they steal it from the mom and like hide them. Like I have found like dead baby bird like on top of my husband's truck in the little hole. I mean, squirrels eat meat and nuts. That's the disgusting part of them. And when I found that, literally I want to get a BB gun and shoot all the squirrels. I get it, it's survival of the fittest, but dude, like they bite these birds to death and then hide the body all over like our car. And they like to have sex on my windowsill so my daughter can see her. like the one squirrel started mating call. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why is he calling me like for like an hour? Later on, when I came back, he was screwing his girlfriend. And Kate was just like, Mom, Mom. I know, unforgivable little thing. But by Saturday, my husband said that we're fixing over our deck, by the way. Well, it's true, Rebecca. Like, the squirrels are horrible. They destroyed, like, I had 4 strawberry plants, and it was, like, blooming. It was beautiful. So many, the strawberry grew. And these mofo decide they want to take one bite out of the strawberry, which completely destroy the strawberry because it's going to start rotting. No, why not finish the whole strawberry? Nope, they want to take one bite from each strawberry, destroying the whole thing. Part of me want to get a cat just so my cat can start bringing me the corpse. And I don't want no like shelter cat. I want a street cat. I want them hood cat that kill these things. Like, when I first moved here, I had a fight with a squirrel. Or a neighborhood squirrel. He's a gangster. And, like, the first time I moved here, I was like, he was hot. Yeah. Hi, Bling Bling. Welcome to the live show, baby. Yeah, but the funnier thing is this. So, when I first moved to this house, the squirrel was going through my trash to like literally and going through like the neighbor's trash, and he was hiding sandwiches inside or a bush. Or I was just cleaning the bush, you know. I was like watering. I'm like, what kind of? I reached in a full sandwich. A full sandwich is stuffed there. At first I thought like the neighborhood kids are being naughty, but no. I watched my freaking like camera, and this squirrel literally dragged this huge sandwich, sits in front of my porch, and start eating. And after he was done eating, he shoved that damn sandwich into my bush, into my evergreen bush. And then he goes away. He forgot all about it. So, it was war. And then I told my neighbor about it. I'm like, listen, are we allowed to shoot squirrel here? Because I have. And my neighbor's like, you met the gangster squirrel. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, he's the neighborhood squirrel. He does that to all of us. He drives Sammy crazy. Sammy's the dog. And apparently he goes and mocks Sammy, and everyone knows about him and his mischievous way. And I was like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, and this is his favorite. Your house is his favorite hanging spot. The person that, the place that I live in was undone reconstruction. Like a while back, so he felt that this was his territory, so he'd be going around like screwing with my thing, and I was like, what the hell? So one day I heard this little inside the trash can, and I'm like, this, what the fuck is inside the trash can? So I opened it, and he was there. You know what I did? I just closed the lid. I put a freaking brick over it, and I'm like, now what, sucker? And then I can hear him like scratching from the inside, trying to get out and stuff. But I got him back from my strawberries. A year later, him and his girlfriend moved in on the tree near neighbor's house, and the neighbor's like, hey, listen, he has a girlfriend now. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you'll see. He has a girlfriend. My neighbor next door is like this. They're annoying. So apparently, he's fucking with my neighbor too. And then I realized I know what he's doing. He goes in the windowsill, and then he would call for his girlfriend. His girlfriend would come along, and they would just have sex. The whole time. Look at you dead and not having sex. So I'm like, I should get a BB gun or a shoe. I have videos. I have receipts. I will show you how annoying his call is. It sounds like he's coming the whole time when he's calling from. And when Coco used to live here, Coco hated him. He would go and fuck with Coco all the time. Yeah. Like, I had this taste for a squirrel, and then he would eat nuts, and you know what he does with the cover? He will literally bring this whole pile of nuts on my deck, and he'll eat it, and he'll throw the trash on the deck. Like, you could eat anywhere. Anywhere. Oh, classy. Have a good day, darling. I'm coming. If I don't wash the bottles, you guys don't have milk to store. Okay, La. Yeah, and apparently he does it to a lot of people. So when I told my neighbors that me and him have bad blood, my neighbor's like, I don't think I'll kill him. But yeah, Sammy's gone now, so you know you don't hear him like going crazy over the stupid ass squirrel, but it is mischievous. Hi. No, you didn't. Really? That's right. This is my coffee. This is what she did with it. That's why she's calling for it. Are you the squirrel? Huh? I'll bite you. To relieve my anger. We about to have bad blood. Jerk. No, I don't want to hear you talk. Wasting the whole damn coffee. You about to go to bed because you squeezed me too much. We're done. I'm good for your ass. Hey! Go down there. Pull it. Jerk. Okay. Hold on. Good. Okay, so this one is done. I pull it out, drop it here, turn this off, and click this off. Don't save. Turn this off. So now I just have to upload this new movie to YouTube. So yeah, as we're going live, I have a movie to upload. Okay. Perfect. All right, so now I'll get started on, I don't know how I'm going to show you guys this so I can actually see it. 1 second. All right, so right now I have to do a cover. I don't know how I'm going to do this so you can see it perfectly. Actually, let's put you guys here. And turn it down. Close this door. Alright, so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, so now it's about editing the cover letter, and I like using Photoshop for that. I can start with doing this, drag one in because this is the perfect size for any kind of video. I always have a template set up already. And now I don't need this, I'll unlock it. And now the cover would usually be I always take a screenshot of something. The hardest part of choosing the cover letter is just finding one that you feel people would click on. Something like this would be fine. Simple. So I just screenshot. A lot of my pictures are just from grabbing on the screen. And open the screenshot folder. I'm gonna close the image, close the movies. And the new screenshot is right here. Drag it over. So now, something simple as this will be now my cover letter. And something dark. You want it big enough so that even in this you can see it. Okay? Something simple. And then I can, this is ready. Save as, cover, JPG, save. Look, largest quality available, and done. Don't save it. And then I have to upload here. Add it to my vlog and update. Done. No, it's not made for kid. No restriction. Next. Oh, go back. On. Done. Next. None of them. Next. Public. Publish. And now it's going to go on live. The processing does take some time, and during that time I have to do a few things, and that is hunt down. I have to remember what songs I use. So let me listen to this again.
Hey guys, welcome back to another day in my life. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before we get started and join the Luvableviet family. If you're already a member, then don't forget to turn the bell notification on and make sure it's turned on all notifications. But first things first, I have to have my coffee. So right now I am driving to Starbucks and I'm going to pick up my coffee.
Where did I put the songs at? I'm gonna see if it's memory. My music are by Thematic, you guys. If you guys haven't heard of it, join. It's a really great program that Michelle Fan came up with. iMovie has been really slow too because my project is so big in there. When you have too many projects load onto your computer, it will slow it down. So it finished processing too. So that should be live right now as we speak. Yep, it's live, you guys. So now I go here. I gotta add all these in. I write what I want to say about it. Give me a few minutes.
Hey guys, welcome back to another day in my life. And if you're new to the channel, I'm super excited.
Just creating extra cards just in case it interests people. And leave over this. That's done. What is that? What is the song? Project. It wasn't this project, I don't think. It's probably memories. It's probably memories that I use. I'm gonna copy this and just listen to see if it's memories. That's curly. No. Memories is the one that I want. Command copy. Okay, it's not. It's definitely not. What is that? You know what? How can I make this so that I'm gonna go save this. Go here.
Hey guys, welcome back to another day in my life. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before we get started and join the Luvableviet family. If you're already a member, then don't forget to turn the bell notification on and make sure it's turned on all notifications. But first things first, I have to have my coffee. So right now I am driving to Starbucks and I'm going to pick up my coffee. Next on my stop is definitely grocery shopping. So let's go grocery shopping together. I love going grocery shopping really early in the morning just because one, there's plenty of parking spot, two, there's not a lot of people, so the store is empty, three, there's no long line in checkouts. So that's kind of.
And then I link it on Facebook. That's not the right one. Oh my god. I'm such a noob. Delete. Gotta also post on my social media. Let me. Okay, so how long do you usually need to edit one video? Honestly, a week usually. My Samantha, my favorite camera to film with has got to be the it's a Canon God, what is that? This camera right here. I really don't remember what it's called right now. It is the Power Shot. No. Yep, the G7 Power Shot. That's the one I have. G7X. So I'll show you. It's yep, this one. This is my favorite too. I'll show you online. This is the one that I have. This is the PowerShot GX7 Mark II. It's only $600 right now if you guys are interested in it. From your opinion, what would you try to pay off first, mortgage or student loan, which is a lot less? To be very honest, it's really what you find important. For me, student loan, the interest in it isn't as bad as a mortgage. And if you don't pay your mortgage on time, it really harm your credit score, like a lot. You can pay as little as like $50 a month for your student loan and pay that slowly and just pay a whole large sum once you get your hand on the money. But I would always care for the mortgage first. Mm. So you guys, if you guys haven't yet, I did create a new video. So don't forget to support it. I know it's hard to do that when you're on live with me, but here's a link. Save it just so y'all know to watch it right after this. But yeah. Alright, that's that. And I'm gonna copy this and put it on my channel so those that don't know can also watch. Let's see how that looked like. I've never seen it like that before, so. Alright. I did what I could already. I'm going to go ahead and let that run its course. I'm going to move from this. I'm going to wait for the email because if you use thematic, you guys, you have to give the credit to the original singers, which I forgot which video I used for the original singer. So yeah, that's me being bad. No. I'm going to go have my tea. Here. I'm gonna grab some tea because I need it. So one of the things that I'm gonna start drinking again is my lemon, honey, and ginger tea. Because my kids just dumped my whole cup of Starbucks.
What?
Yeah, Kara tipped over my whole cup of coffee.
Oh.
I know, life is very hard for me. So this is what it looks like. She's crying upstairs.
Are you trying to put her to bed?
I gave her more milk. Here, put this in the sink too, please. Okay. Honey's on the bottom. So this is originally this is silly cow. Okay, I actually emptied out all the hot chocolate, washed it because it's still a really good bottle, so I decided to save it, and it's really cute for like if I want to do lemonade in the summertime or something. So I kept the bottle still. These will come off in time. I really don't care for the logo very much. Maybe I'll add a sticker on top of that just so it'll look like it's like something I purchased by itself. But yeah, I think it's quite pretty. Okay. So my mom told me that if I drink boiled ginger water along with a little bit of honey, it's really good for my health. And it replaced, whatever I want to take from coffee. And the only thing I different was I know how that tastes because I grew up drinking that before. And when I was pregnant, that's why I drink instead of drinking a lot of coffee. And now I'm adding lemon to it because part of me want to lose weight and lemon help you lose weight. So I add it to this drink. And uh, a pot makes like 4 serving of this. So I drink it throughout the day. It's pretty much just lemon, water, just a teensy bit of honey. But even if you drink this chill, it's pretty good.
Mama?
Yes?
A hug?
Why do you want a hug? Why you want a hug? Cheers. Did you poop?
Mama.
That is Mama. This is you, Katie. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. You want some bread?
No.
Do you want some cake?
No.
Why not? You're not hungry? Are you hungry? Katie, are you hungry? Are you hungry? Silly bird. Yep. Life. Oh, you want to be on camera? You can be on camera. Don't lean back. You're going to fall, Katie. Be careful when you sit on the high chair. Hmm? Mm. 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 Honey, it's a bodysuit. Originally my husband wasn't gonna work today, so I was going to seduce him, put on some makeup, put on, something sexy, but then he went to work for a bit and he's not home yet. Yeah, super happy kid. Miss Tiffany, do you think having business in Vietnam is the quicker to make money than in the state if you do marketing right? What kind of business? Like you want to open a clothing shop, a coffee shop, a restaurant, a bar, a lounge, a club? What are you trying to open? It isn't the marketing, it's who you're paying off. It is a communist country, so you do have to pay the mafia for not screwing up with your joint. You also have to pay the cops for not snitching on certain things that happen. So you have to pay both sides. You're gonna do the club, lounge, or bar. Everyone wants their cut. Coffee shop I feel like would be feasible. It's just Vietnam has a lot of amazing, like beautiful coffee shop. And I feel like the hardest thing is finding good worker. Oh, clothing store. Are you going to be the designer? Do you have a lot of singers and model friends? In order for a clothing store to be like high end or happy or like really sell well, you need to sponsor singers, bloggers. Sorry about that. So you need to sponsor, which means you can loan out your clothes to a lot of movie production team, just so they can wear your movie, they give you credit on it, and you can start sponsoring. It's really connection. You're just opening, just a clothing store, like simple, where you bring stuff from, the state back. I'm pretty sure it could sell, but I'm more of someone that likes for it to do well. And marketing for clothing would be kind of expensive, especially if you don't live there. A lot of my friends that have clothing store, they know more famous like models and producers, and they know people who work in the magazines department. So because all of us were connected back in the day when I used to do like fashion and stuff, I had a lot of newspaper like columnists as friends. I had a lot of makeup artists. I had a lot of producer, a lot of model, and a lot of singers as friends. So say if I want to launch something, all you have to do is put it on their, you know, agenda. Like, hey, wear this. Or like when they go to a certain event, like I would say like, oh, let me do this for you. Like, let me provide this for you. So it's really connection. I don't know how high end you want to make your clothing label or design to be. But cost wise, I feel it is cheaper to do it in Vietnam. I personally don't believe in doing anything over there just because it doesn't work for my plan, and I haven't done anything big over there to give you enough advice. He is. If his job is stressing him out and he works a lot, really, he tries his best to have time to give me a call, text. But I feel like he don't care. What's your thought on this problem? All right, here's the thing. I wish that a lot of you girls would understand. If you are a priority, he would make time for you. Okay, so prior to, I hate talking about dating a lot. I really do. I hate talking about dating. Um, but my husband and I, we get really busy at work, like really, really busy, so we have no time to even talk to each other. But when we do have a second, we do check in on one another. And texting doesn't, like literally, it doesn't take that much time. Hey, how you doing? I'm thinking of you. Something as simple as that is, for a woman, that's enough. Like, just let me know you're thinking about me. You're super busy, and let me know that you can't wait to come home to me. Simple things like that. It's not. It doesn't have to be a full on like 10 paragraphs like I declaring his love to you. But yes, you do have the right to get mad if he doesn't give you the right amount of attention. First and foremost, this is a relationship. It takes two people to put in, and if your love bucket is not full, you are allowed to say something about it. Because what you tolerate now in the dating phase, you're going to have to put up with for the rest of your life once you're married to him. Because what you don't require for him to do while you're dating, you will literally have no right to like out talk him out of it. Because what he's gonna bring up is like, well, you changed, blah blah blah. When we were dating, it didn't matter before. Why does it matter now? He's not going to be up to change after marriage. I promise you, he will not, because he feel like, oh, I married her, it's a sealed deal, she's never gonna leave me. That is the mentality of a lot of men. They feel that they have to put so much in, they have to fake who they are, they have to pretend to be this perfect guy to get you. But what they don't realize is it took all of that to get you, to keep you. And if you and you in that first honeymoon phase, let's say you first got married, and you start giving him discount, like, oh, all right, I don't need him to call me 10 times a day, 3 times is good. Slowly he's gonna be like, oh, maybe it's okay if he just texts me a day. Baby, no, don't. If this is what is required for you to be in love with him, voice your opinion, voice what you have to say. If you can't fix him now, or fix this relationship, or what you want, you can't find a middle ground now, the marriage is going to be a complete failure. It's going to be so many wind and storm and gusts. You're just literally going to end in divorce, because if what you want surpass like what he can provide, it's a failing relationship. Are you really happy if you're just settling? um Thank you so much, you guys. But how can Marie Ortiz, how can I make my son stop crying a lot if he doesn't get what he wants? He's 1 year old. Well, you've seen what I do with Kate. I let him lash. I personally, as the mother, would let him lash out, because you are the authoritative figure. It doesn't matter if he's 1, 4, 5, or 10. You are the one in power. So this may be a very bad advice. If you're someone who gets like, jittery because your kid are crying, take 5 milligram of CBD. I don't mean CBD, of weed. Those edibles, take 5 milligram. As just train yourself, like, just to not give a fuck. Okay, let them cry. Okay, Kate now, when she cry, when she wants to lash out, she did. They both try me every day. Now, whenever she wants to go crazy, she wasn't like this before. Okay, she used to be. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. See? You know you're in the wrong. Kiss. Kiss. Why not? You mad? Why are you mad for? You're not mad. Okay, then can we hug? Why not? Because I made you sad? No, I didn't make you sad. So why can't you hug me and kiss me? Are you naughty? See, if you're not naughty, then why can't you do what Mama asked you to do? See, I don't goo goo gaga. I have full conversation with them. I don't give them any break. I don't cut it out. Like, hey, in my last live show on Instagram, she started lashing out, and all she wanted to cry for no reason because I closed the door. I just fold my hand. I'm like, all right, you gonna cry? I let her cry it out, let her scream and yell, and I just turn a deaf ear to it. And I'm like, all right, are you done? Are you calm? All right, you're not done? All right, keep going. When he's fake crying, he can't cry for that long, honey. Let him. When he realized that his screaming and kicking doesn't get him nowhere, and it's better when he's like loving and kissing and hugging to get what he wants, you're training him how to do what you want. And so, see, when she doesn't get what she wants, instead of crying, she said, sad. And I would ask her why. I would allow her to make her own decision. Why are you sad? Is it because I didn't give you a hug? Remember, we are their God, okay? Children only know us. If we are their God, they're going to do whatever it takes to get our approval. Make them live for your approval. Either both Kate and Kara, even at this age, Kara's like, what? Hey, you stop it. Stop it. You stop it right now. See, when she doesn't do what I want, I give her a glare and I say her name firmly. I don't smile on it. I tell her what she's doing is wrong. She doesn't do it. And she'll try to test me multiple times, and I will spank her. I have spanked her, and I have spanked her. At least they know. So, firm parenting is needed. I know there are a lot of people like, oh, I don't believe in beating my kids. Well, that's you. The same people that doesn't beat the kids and teach the kid well are the same people that I see in the retirement home. All alone. My parents beat the hell out of me growing up. Am I ever going to put them in there? No, because I actually appreciate that ass whooping. Mary, you gotta be the stronger parent. Like, be the mean mom if your dad, if the father can't be, the bad guy. But like, they have tried. They are smart little girls. Like, they'll come to me, ask for something, and I said no. You know what they do next? They go to their father and they do the same thing. And then he will look at me and I'm like, no. And he's like, no. Your mom said no. And they'll try doing that with him. Like, they'll go to him first and he'll say no. And they'll come to me trying to be like, oh, mama, I want this, I want this. And I'm like, no. Your dad said no. Go ask your dad. So parenting is a one voice thing. That's how we wean them off of certain things. So Kate and Kara, when they start acting up and when it's fake tears, I literally will look them dead in the eye like, we need to stop right now. I mean it. In a stern voice, and they do stop. Especially like Kara, when she knows that she got caught on faking, then she started doing the ugly face that she showed you guys before. That's her guilty face. She always does the ugly pig face like this whenever she's doing wrong. So like I spend a lot of time with them. I watch them closely. I know how they behave when they are guilty, when they're not guilty. So yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's why. Why are you peeling it? You're stuck.
Yeah.
I agree. It's yuck.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love it.
Yeah.
Why don't you go watch TV? Do you want to eat something? Why not? Lisa? What? Okay, I understand. If you're saying you're sad and that's why you don't want to eat, what will make you happy?
Happy.
Okay, what will make you happy? You don't know. Well, if you don't know, how can I make you happy?
Happy.
Yes, happy. Are you happy? You're not happy. I know you're not happy. You just said you were sad. I understand.
Happy.
How can you be happy? You don't know. Today I'm thinking about cooking my miso salmon, so I'll do that in a little bit because I have to like marinate for an hour or so. My older son, he's 8. He sometimes don't want to listen when I tell him to do something. When I raise my voice, he still does not listen until I go out and do it again. Honestly, Marie, at 8, I got so much ass whooping. You could manipulate. That's also a way of doing it. I mean, he's so used to you saying yes. If he's not going to do what you want, then start taking things away. What is it that he liked the most? When he doesn't listen or do things on the first try, take it away. You purchased it. It's not his. Nothing actually belongs to him until he buys it himself. Therefore, if the roof you provide over his head is yours, the room that you gave him is yours, the toys, the clothes, whatever it is, he's 8 years old, okay? His world is going to be the most, whatever the most important thing is, take it away. And start taking things away until he do what you want. Just saying. I mean, I would.
I do.
Oh, there will be something he wants. Okay, so one of my military friend, he has a 4-year-old, and this 4-year-old is very well behaved. Literally, when he said it's time to clean up, the kid will have to clean everything up, and if he find anything not in place, he will literally throw those away. And because he's the one responsible for the toys, these kids will be so bored. By 8 years old, if your kid is into the internet or TV, take that away. Can't do nothing about it. He don't pay for the bills. Miss Tiffany, yes, definitely. The age thing doesn't matter. It's based on maturity. Some girls, like some guys, are more mature than others because you could be the lucky girl that have a guy that had a really tough upbringing, so he's a very well-mannered guy and he's more mature than you are, or he's more financially stable, or he's just more understanding. To be very honest, my mother told me that if I married someone 3 years younger than me, I would be very happy because I'm very matching with a monkey. But a guy monkey would be Lily's age, and I'm definitely not into younger guys. I've never been into younger guys. I like older guys only, and I prefer the guys to be 4 to 7 years older than me when I date them, and that's usually my dating age range, anyways. So the reason why I date them 4 to 7 years older than me is because most likely they have more than me at the time. They're more mature than I am. They have more connection than I am. They have more asset or more wealth, or they have more knowledge. They have something to teach me. So I like people who are better than me, because unless you're better than me and I can respect you because you're better than me at some aspect until I master what it is that you're better than me, then I have respect for it. So a lot of times, the reason why I outgrow a lot of relationships, that's why I tell you, don't date guys your age. Guy your age will not understand you, will not be able to live the life that you want, even date the life that you want. Đi xuống. Đi xuống. Vì sao ngồi đây? If you're going to sit here, you're going to be good. So, hi Wingy. Welcome to the show, darling. I'm a snake, and apparently I should marry a monkey, but I'm like, nah, no thank you. Or someone who's 6 years younger than me, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Though it would make sense, because then, as you age and you hit your sexual peak, he'll still be able to provide. So it's not a bad thing to marry a younger guy, it's just, it doesn't work for me in general. I mean, that, and another thing you have to worry about as you age is, let's say you get older. What is to say that he's not going to want someone younger than him? Someone who knows how to say the sweeter things that you don't. Someone that hasn't aged yet. Someone that, I don't know, haven't hit menopause. Someone that can provide him with more kids. What's to know? Right now, 22, 25, that's great. If you want to marry now, that's fine. That's an amazing age to get married. But the negative part is, us as adult nowadays, at 22 to 25, most of us do not have our asset together. When is this? Okay, hold on. Let's start with Cindy. Cindy, you're back. Welcome back, darling. How to get my parent to want to meet my Spanish boyfriend? They don't like him, but they haven't even met him yet. I'm Viet. Okay, that is going to happen mainly because, remember, your parent... Hey! What? Your parent lived with the old... Mẹ đánh con bây giờ đó. Con ngừng ngay bây giờ cho mẹ. Không có thở cái lời đó no. Don't back talk, don't back sass. So this is understandable. Okay, remember, your parents Asian. They came from a country and where people believe. Mẹ tát con một tay rồi, đi xuống. Nhiều chuyện quá. They come from a country where they don't believe in marrying out. They believe you should marry the same kind of race that you are. Not because they're racist, but because they feel that you have the same goal, you have the same upbringing as, you know, the Vietnamese guy would. It's a culture difference. What people don't understand is this. Your parents are not racist, okay? Sometimes they say negative things to you about another race because what you don't see is what they see. Okay, the reason why your parents married for like 40-50 years is they come from a generation where they don't believe in divorce. So pretty much their parents said, you're gonna marry this guy, and the guy parents like, you're gonna marry this girl. So arranged marriage, and they worked out because they both are kids that listen to their parent. And because they listen to the parent, they're like, oh, when a light bulb is broken, you don't fucking throw away the whole house. You just fix the light bulb. That is the generation where they grew up in. When something is broken, they fix it. They don't just throw it away. How many times has your mom and dad fixed and refixed that same VCR, or I don't know, the thing where you put the tape in? My dad constantly fixed it after a break. That damn thing is still living, okay? The first thing he ever bought in America, he still has, because he has memory, okay? He likes to fix things. When I'm like, it's really not that expensive, Dad. Let me just get you a new one. No. I can fix this. And it's just that mentality, okay? They come from a generation when they don't believe in divorce. That's why Asian divorce are extremely low, whereas everyone else is extremely high. And your parent knows that. They see their worker. They deal, when they go to work, you were still a child. All right? And when they're at work, the people they meet, they may be Spanish, white, black, whatever it is, whoever it is they met must have made a really bad impression on them. Why? Because they know that this guy is screwing with 3 different girls at the same freaking, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like, it's a messy relationship, and they don't want that for their kids. My parent literally told me many times, I don't mind you marry black, I don't mind you marry white, I don't mind you marry Mexican. You can marry whoever you want, but bring him home, let me meet him first. I want to meet his parent. Do they have both parents? How long has their parent been married? Is there any criminal record on their parents' side of the family? Like, literally, all my parent cares is what kind of relationship do the parent have. With the proper upbringing, your parent would have no problem. However, you have to understand from their point of view. They put so much in you. You know how much money it costs to raise a kid from a baby till now you're like 20 something? It's not just love, it's a lot of devotion, it's a lot of hope. They didn't give birth to you so that you can be unhappy with somebody. And obviously you're not grown enough in the head. That's why they feel that you don't know you. Because honestly, I didn't know me. I thought I knew everything. That's why I went through so many relationships. How many relationships have you gone through? Weren't you so dead sure that the first guy you dated was the guy you're gonna marry? You're so in love with him for no effing fucking reason? Exactly. You don't know. Your taste would change, but your parent knows. Because your parents seen you. They know what you need. You only listen to what you want. Just like boys. Oh, my dick is hard. I want pussy. So let me just go get it. Anything pussy, I can stick my dick in. I'm fine with it. That's why men do not really grow up. They focus so much on what they want. Just what is now, what they can get now. Anything now is good. What you need is something you have to look deep within. It doesn't happen right away. Like, for example, I always get everything I wanted. This is not me bluffing. I always get everything I wanted. Every guy I dated gave me everything I wanted. Whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, however I wanted. I just get whatever I wanted. I met my husband. He didn't give me whatever I wanted. He made me work for it. I didn't know I needed someone like that. I was so turned on, I married him. So what you need, I needed a man that was more dominant than I was. I needed a man to put me in my place. I needed a strong man. Okay, I needed a man that will listen to reasons. I needed a man that is my equal. And I married that man. So stop thinking about what you want. Oh, he has such a cute smile. We're all friends in the same group. He likes Sudoku like me. We both in the same job profession. Stop. Stop. Those are not reason to need somebody. Can you live without him? If a thief came into your house and put a gun to your parent head or him, who are you going to choose? Probably your parent. So do you really need him? No, you don't. You don't ever really need a man because you don't owe that man anything. Yeah, Cindy, I'm telling you everything that you want from that boy now. If you wanted him bad enough and you feel like you needed him, you would feel the need to go against your parent, to bring him home, to show him to your parent. What do you have to lose? Miss Tiffany, I'm not trying to talk down on single parent because, in my mom and dad, if you are a single family, this is just how I was raised, and I see it now that I'm, me. I have a lot of single mom friends, okay? They're older than me. They're still clubbing with their daughters. They have multiple boyfriends, or men friend, as you call it. These girls came from those mother, also have baby daddies, and also do the same thing their mother's doing, because to them, it's a norm. I'm not talking shit on them. I'm not talking down on them. If a woman can stay widowed, my parent don't care. My parent respect widowed. Because you have a baby with a man, you married him. Quit it. I am not going to take your side. Nope. Kara can come down here. Kara's fine. Put Kate to bed. She's annoying. See? And it stopped. Your children do not run the house. You run the house. When it's time to take a nap, because it's noon, it is time to take a nap. They need to be on a schedule because your world after 1 or 2 years old no longer revolves around them. Right now, this is them following what they want. Children do not know what they want, but you know what they need. And this mentality will not develop in you until you have children. What if your child wanted to have multiple boyfriends? Are you going to support that? No. Because what you're doing, she may be happy having multiple boyfriends. So what? All those boys are giving her things, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what it does to a person when they are those kind of people, those players? They become so jaded. They become this insecure individual. People who are players, I have seen this multiple times, at first they think they're all that and they're all game, and then age catches up to them. And then everyone around them that they played, that dirty reputation, it came back. It bit them real hard. And they're just that person that get passed around. People will date them, ain't gonna marry them. Who's gonna marry something that is used, abused, passed around, and has no relationship value? So this is what I mean. It may hurt you because my parents said no to many, many boys I thought I liked. But if I didn't listen to my parent, I would have married the wrong man. Thank God I listened to my parent. Because I married extremely well. I waited. I kept myself to myself. I wasn't passed around. Even now. You have to put more self-worth on you. Okay? I don't go with what is trend. Oh, he can go topless, so therefore I can go topless. Yeah, but his chest doesn't turn people on like your chest do. It's not about fairness. It's about the ability to make a person work. If you have to take your clothes off for him to want you sexually, do you actually think you're that wanted and that beautiful, or his penis is doing all the thinking? If you can enchant a man, turn him on, and keep him stringing along without ever taking off your clothes, without ever kissing or doing anything sexual, now that's a smart woman. That's game. Because men only marry the woman they respect. Women that they know can protect their honor, that can raise a family that they know their friend hasn't fucked with. Yeah, good looking girls, hot girls, slutty girls, they're fun to fuck, but they're not someone who's gonna get the ring. What are you working for if you're not gonna get the ring in the end? If you're not gonna have someone who's going to protect you for the rest of your life, who's gonna grow old with you, who's gonna be there next to you, who's gonna help you rear your children? What is a relationship really worth if that is not the ultimate goal for you? Oh, I'm just trying to have fun, waste time. I wonder where that mentality come from. I wonder who raised you and gave you that kind of shitty mentality. You may think I'm old school and conservative, but those that were old school and conservative, like me, tend to marry very well. Their lifestyle is never turbulent. So I don't think I make any wrong decision because I made all the right decision, therefore I should be rewarded. For example, if you eat good food, okay, if you don't fill your body with trash, if you focus on your goals, your ambition, and you keep your body fit, tight, what man wouldn't want you? You would be the creme de la creme. She doesn't sleep around. She's beautiful. She's talented. She's smart. She's giving. She's everything every man has ever wanted, so every man is going to work for her because she deserves it. And, there are going to be people who said, oh, I know people who just marry superstars and they can get rich. So you think a gold digging life is the way for you? Do you really think that you're going to be pretty and beautiful forever? No, you won't. Time is gentle to no one. Everyone is going to age, and the only thing that's going to keep you safe is your own asset as a woman. So I always advise my viewers, build your asset, build your portfolio, build your resume. What do you have over any other woman? Why should he chase after you till the end of the earth? Why should he put up with you on your shittiest day? Why should he put up with all your demands? Why should he respect you? Until you can earn a man's respect, you will never truly be happy in that relationship. Because you'll always be continuously asking and begging for his attention and his wants. That's why we complain now, don't we? We complain why our husband doesn't text us, doesn't call us, why he doesn't take us on a date, why he stopped buying us presents. No, my husband's upbringing is very strict. His mother was no girlfriends. If you want a girlfriend, you have to take them home. He has never brought a woman home because he knew that all the girl he dated was just something for him to fuck. And I'm telling you now, and this is a Catholic man, okay? He will fuck. He literally said, he's like this, I just need something to put my dick in. And he literally, before we were partners, we were homeboys, okay? I was his wingman. We were cool. And no matter what, I'm a tease, okay? I enjoy leading people on. I enjoy making people stiff hard and not giving them nothing. I enjoy blue balls. I love giving it. It's my favorite thing. It gets me going. Because it's not my fault you became that way. All I did was just being everything you want in that short span of time. I didn't promise you anything. You created this person in your head, and I went along with it. It gave me power, So everyone tick differently, but for me, being reserved and untouchable makes me feel good about myself. And it made him feel very good about himself too. Because what made him fall in love with me was that we hang out, we drink, everything was Dutch. We were cool about it. Like, no, I got this, our tab is pretty high, but he cover, I cover. If whatever we were the same financial level, okay, baby? No. Oh, we splurged. We lived. It was fun. It was fun while we were just homeboys. But that life was only possible because I had my shit together. I worked when everyone else played. I invested in myself when everyone was investing in failing relationship. And when everyone was fighting to get the ring, I was fighting to have my everything. And because I had my life together, he fit in and I fit in, He left a 7-year relationship that he knew, he was like, oh yeah, he was his first love. He had a thing for older women, she was completely wrong for him. And it wasn't until he met me that he knew what class was. When he met me, the game changed. Because then he was like, what the fuck was I thinking dating all these trash? And I was like, no, he was just horny. You were young. He just wanted to fuck something. It's okay. But that's what I mean. A woman is supposed to raise a man value. He doesn't know what he wants until he meets you. Then you're everything he need. He's the type of guy that does not fine dine. He doesn't believe in buying presents. So girls that have dated him for so many years get little to nothing. Him asking me out because I literally said, I'm someone who is required to be asked. You must ask me to be your girlfriend officially. And in order to do that, you have to get me something like a necklace, earring, ring, or something, bracelet. Because traditionally, when a man asks you out, he doesn't come empty-handed. He come with gift. So the first thing he got me was a Tiffany embrace. Oh, no. A Tiffany jazz necklace. It was nice. It was cute. I like it. And that was his way of saying, this is my down payment for your time. I am invested in you. Okay? And then on top of that, every month I got a present for a monthly anniversary. Because when you have a sport car, it's expensive. You know how much oil change are? If you can't afford that woman, don't be with that woman. Don't waste your goddamn time because she can provide this for herself. If she's the only one that's, doing all this for herself, what are you good for? So I never have to ask for anything. He just knew that, when we hang out, I'm like, I'm going to get this bag next. He's like, don't. I'll get it for you. The next day I would have it. So I was spoiled beyond belief, It was so easy. Like, he bought me, if I wanted Chanel, I'm like, this one is cute. He's like, oh, really? That's nice. I would have it the next day. Just because. Then I had just because present, just because flowers. I mean, the girlfriends, his ex-girlfriends, hated me so much, but what they don't realize is even if you steal him, you're not me. He's not going to treat you like a treasure if you're trash. So obviously, a lot of his little whore call him late at night, drunk calling him, leaving him nasty voicemail, like how they want to fuck him and suck him. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like this, oh my God, what is wrong with these people? I was jealous? No, never jealous. Queens don't compete with hoes, boo-boo. No, never compete with hoes. You have international hoes. Oh my God. But, I simply pick up the calls and I'm like, listen, he doesn't need his dick sucked right now. He's with me. And if you're sucking his dick for free, then you're worse than a $5 crack whore. Have a good night. They never called again. Keeping it classy, helping a woman move on, But yeah, they still send him nudes. They're disgusting. And they would talk about how he used to fuck them when we meet. Like, I don't know these hoes, come on, I don't hang out with ugly people. Ugh. But they would literally, they're friends. They were talking about his dick and I didn't know, and I was pregnant at the time. And we went to this concert together and, we're just supporting the cause. And then I hear them talking about, like, they looked at me while talking about how they're sucking and fucking and all their dirty, like, shit that they did with him. And the whole time I'm like this, why would a woman talk about this? Like, really? Are you guys really drunk? Am I pregnant? I was pregnant with Kate. I'm washing my hand trying to get off. And then they're like, yeah, and his name is blah, blah. And I turn around like this. Oh, sloppy second, huh? How much should I pay you? Don't you have a daughter? A 13-year-old daughter? I'm sure she's going to make you very proud one day with this behavior. Hi. Yeah. I don't have the most positive thing to say about single moms. They have nothing to lose. So they'll cling on to anything, unfortunately. What's fucked up is her ex-husband was there with her that night. And she went and she grind on so many different guys. And my husband didn't tell me that was one of his booty call till later. I'm like, so is this the bitch that keeps singing karaoke and sending over to your voicemail? He's like, yep, that's the bitch. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you like that? He's like, it looks nice with the light off and drunk. And I'm like, you and your dirty apples. He's like, yeah, babe, because I never realized that you existed. And I'm like, yeah, you have to fucking climb for me. But now that he climbs tree, he's never going back. It's like saying someone who's driving Lamborghinis to go back to Honda. It's never the same. But yeah, dramas. Home with joy. How do you stay awake throughout the day even if you don't have enough sleep at night, especially with 2 kids? Prior to having kids, to be very honest, my life was even worse. At 20, I told you guys the story yesterday. From 21 to 23, I had a very turbulent lifestyle. And that's when my work ethic was really picking up. Like, I literally didn't sleep. Because my family went through some financial issues, so I dropped out of school and I took on a full-time job. My business picked up and it went boom, you know. I've never seen that much money in my life, and I mean like money. And what ended up happening was I didn't sleep. I slept on average 2 to 4 hours a day because I had so much orders. So when Elite Cream, the whitening cream, and Lift Off took off, oh my God, like there were so many hours, there were so many orders today, like thousands and thousands of orders, and I couldn't keep up with it. So between the packing, tracking, writing down, logging, answering email, there was no time to sleep. I don't even remember when I eat. So what happened happening was my dad getting laid off, so I took on the main breadwinner role. So I took on the mortgage, I took on the extra mortgage that my aunt needed. I had my own home at the time with my boyfriend at the time. We broke up. I literally went, fuck it, you keep the home, just I'm peace, I'm out. So I dropped that home. So we purchased the home together thinking we were going to marry. But my business picked up and he started slacking because he wanted to hang out with a whole bunch of hoes and a whole bunch of like freaking drug addict and like alcoholics, and all they wanted to do was gamble all day. And I'm like, no. See, when you become a somebody, people who know they don't deserve you start acting stupid. I had no time to pick up your ego for you. I'm barely sleeping, all right? I'm barely eating. I'm losing hella weight, and I'm surviving on Lift Off just to stay awake to work. And you want to complain to me how I'm not giving you enough attention as if I don't have enough fucking problem already? Man, boys were just so annoying. And that 5-year relationship, I dumped that shit. I'm like, fuck this. You're a liability to my business, to my grand empire. You can't help me, then don't delay me. And I dropped that relationship. That was my first love. I dropped it. He committed so many sins during time when I was working. He has fucked. A person can love you and still fuck other people. Let me just put it that way. And he was just not working on the same path anymore. And that's the problem. Sometimes you become too heavy for someone to continue to carry, especially when they weren't meant for you. And he became a pair of shoes that I no longer fit. One of shoes giving you blister when you walk, it's time to move on from it. I dropped it, focused on my business, became me. Took care of everyone that I'm supposed to take care of. I met my husband. I dated along the way, obviously, because I felt lonely. But they were all better than me at the time. And I learned what I have to learn from all of my ex-boyfriend at the time. And we became business partner. Are we friends now? No, because it would not be fair. Let me just tell you, my husband at the time when I married him was not more successful and did not have a better resume than a lot of my ex. A lot of my ex were established, very established, and I left a lot of those relationships because I wasn't in love. A lot of them, like, they knew. I mean, like, we worked together and they connected. They fell in love with me, and I literally said I wasn't in love with them, and they said give them 3 months, date them for 3 months. You know, if I felt nothing, then I can let it go, and we'll just be cool. And that's a lot of relationship. I pity date, and they knew that. They knew I wasn't interested in them. They knew I wasn't in love with them, but they wanted to take care of me. They wanted to teach me this, teach me that, and I learned so much from all of their businesses that they own. And I'm looking at how they run their business, and I'm retaining all this information. So I am a product of my surrounding, and it was a blissful thing that everyone I surrounded myself with did not touch me. My favorite part. Men of power prefer for you to love them and then they fuck you, rather than little boys nowadays just want to fuck you and then decide how they feel about you. Every single one of my ex invested in me. They wanted for me to become something so that I can feel like I'm worthy for them. Because I literally tell them, like, I feel like I have nothing to offer in this relationship. You have everything. What do you need me for? And they literally said, I just want you to be happy. Tell me you've ever met a man that does that for you, that doesn't touch you at all, that doesn't need you to kiss him or anything, that's trying to constantly earn your love. Those are relationships that I had because I was the person I was. I just was not someone who wanted to kiss, display affection. I didn't want to hold, I don't need you to hold my hands. I don't want to have sex with you. It just wasn't me. I just didn't feel comfortable in my skin. So that was the relationship I had. I had very positive, I have nothing negative to say a lot of my older ex-boyfriend, except for the first one and the singer. During the time when I went spiraling out of control, I did date a few singers. Worst mistake of my life. It was fun while it lasted, though. You know, we can get it out of our system, and we have to, I guess. Andy? No, I did not get divorced. I'm still happily married. What are you talking about? We're talking about the old day. Yeah. The old day when I wasn't like stable, apparently. What else? What kind of business did you do? Several. Can't talk about it right now. Some I'm not too proud of, and it's illegal to talk about, so. Some of the business. It's always the legal one that makes the most money, just so you know. And I don't mean drug. Jesus fucking Christ. No, I didn't do drug. I didn't do the whole selling crappy drugs. No, it was much more. But I would get in trouble first. So I'm not going to talk about it. But that's all I'm trying to say. My bread and butter has never been YouTube, unfortunately. Hello, Yennyville. Andy the Virgo? What do you mean I was dodging your love back then? Who are you? I don't remember. I don't know an Andy. Unfortunately, I don't remember an Andy. I'm positive I've never dated an Andy. Yeah, I've never dated an Andy. Sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're fucking around with me right now. Legally, now I make more money. But back then, illegal thing make more money than legal. It was easier to make money illegally, unfortunately. But now, legal money is amazing money because legal money is forever money. Katrina Wing, I remember your live stream back in the day. No matter what you were going through, you always seem so strong. Yes, I feel like every negative thing that I have encountered, it has helped me learn to appreciate what it is I have. I feel like most of when I was struggling with self-acceptance and, who I was, and my self-worth, I feel like that was more in my head. I was constantly comparing myself to people who are already there. See, you guys are simple to me because a lot of your questions like, oh, what if how do you deal with self-worth, I don't feel pretty. I'm like, why would pretty even matter? When I compare myself to another woman, she's usually in her 40 or 50, billionaire, beautiful, established, husband, kids, everything's set. I'm comparing people that are way above me. That's why I felt crappy about myself. I never compare myself to those supermodel with super long leg who's beautiful because look did not matter to me. What mattered to me was the story, how they became this person that now I feel like, small against. So I feel like maybe it was a privilege and I never thought about that because I never felt ugly. Like I guess people around me made me feel beautiful. So my looks was never something that hindered, I guess, or made me feel small. It was always finance. It was always like resume. What do I have to prove for myself? What do I have to offer as a person? And that, I guess that's the only thing that made me feel small, because I was always around extremely wealthy and successful people, and I felt like I was this small little fish. And so instead of being jealous, I turn it around and I like, how did you get here? Like, tell me your story. What are your struggles? So when I listen to people's stories, how they came up, I took the experience. I took how they feel. How did they view a certain like setback? And I was inspired by how they move forward, and I became bigger because I took, instead of making the same mistake they did, because they told me like, like, oh yeah, I fail at this, and you know um instead of seeing whatever I had and starting over, because I'm starting from experience, I lashed out and I wasted a lot more money, a lot more time, because I was disappointed in my failure. So like, I was learning from people's mistake. So when I fail, I remember like, oh, I remember Tiffany was telling me like, that one time she lost X amount of money, and instead she just went and spent more money and lose even more money because she was angry, but being angry doesn't pay the bill, and like, she wished she would have done this. Let me see if I can start over. What did I do wrong in this business that I could do better in the next time around? Because Tiffany is right. Tiffany did not start from scratch that created her empire. Tiffany now starts from experience. She has made a mistake, it lost X amount of money, but she learned something. She took every failure as a teacher. That was a lesson that she paid X amount of money for. So I picked up that personality. So whenever I think about like, oh man, I lost this much amount of money in my investment, oh, I feel like a failure. I'm like, okay, so instead of saying I lost, I now think I paid X amount of money in order to learn that this method did not work. Let's rethink how I can make it work, since this one obviously did not. So it's called having that mentality of cutting my loss and moving on, or kind of shifting my focus, instead of being sad that I lost X amount of money, into thinking, okay, so at least I know this method didn't work, let's find other ways to make it work. So what I paid for was a new point of view, was a new way to teach yourself, I guess, to accept loss. Hi, Melissa Sue. Hello. Oh, so sorry. I hope I didn't hurt your feeling, Andy, but I really don't remember you. Like, I feel like you don't comment, you don't stay in my life enough for me to remember. I'm just getting back on this whole like a live chat game. So maybe we were friends like way back then, but we just haven't kept close enough for me to remember. So I do apologize, and have a wonderful day. Um, Oh my God, you did answer blocked me back then when I crushed on you heavy. You remember me back then. Oh my God, you were a blog TV day. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to start this whole blogging thing again, but no, Andy, I'm married. I don't remember you being crushing on me though. I really didn't. Fuck. I mean, I was homeboys with so many like people that I just don't think they ever liked me. You know? Um. Good afternoon, Sammy, Lee. Welcome back. Hello, Cᴏ宜ᴛᴄᴛ, and welcome back, Ada. I do remember you from the last show. See, I'm picking up. People who talk a lot tend to pop up in my memory, and we become like sisters. I remember back in the day when I first did blogs TV and like Zanga and like MySpace. I had a really good sister. Her name is Nikki Jew, and we're still friends now. And I know that she's starting something new. She wanted to break away from her parents' salon, and I'm so proud of her that she's doing something that she believes in, though it's hard. But I'm definitely proud of her. And she has no more time to support me because she has, children and things to do. But I still appreciate that she was there with me throughout the whole time, and we still talk here and there. I know, Rachel. If you guys were my friends on Yanga, that's how far back we went. That was like high school day. High school, bro. High school. No, it was middle school. It was like 8th grade. Oh my God. And then Pix. No, no, no. You're not an OG to you followed me when I was on Pixel. Now you're an OG. So I went from Pixel to Zanga to MySpace to YouTube to Facebook. Yeah. So depending on where you found me, it shows how OG you are. But Nikki Chu, go all the way back to Pixel. When like people would have fight on my chat space, you know those like free chat you put on, and then people would just like fake a different name, and like my haters would go in there and try to attack me every day. And Nikki, as well as my like hardcore like dying fans that all became my sisters now, was attacking these bitches every day, and they're like looking like, oh no, it's the same IP, it's the same bitch. And like I had so many good investigators that literally was hunting girls down, and they were leaving hate messages, and these girls that had nothing to do would sit there and just talk shit all day. And a lot of the girls were literally like my boyfriend at the time, ex-girlfriend, who was doing that. So it was funny. Melanie Doe, Blog TV went. Oh, hold on, my whistle. Shante Max speaking. How may I help you today? Hello? Hello? Hi, this is Shante. How can I help you today, ma'am? A lock change? What happened to your locks? Wait, so someone from your household, correct? Okay, you would have to contact Chris for this. The number I gave you, he's the one that's responsible for all the lock changes. I will text you. Yep, I will text you the info. All right, have a great day. And this is what I mean, like when you have multiple boyfriends and you just met the guy, you have children, but yet you want to freaking bring him over, and now your relationship doesn't work out, so you don't feel safe, so you need the landlord to constantly change your lock. This could all be avoided if you stop having multiple guys in your relationship at the same time. Yung nanay. Ok, con nhỏ 46 number 2. You know which building? Con nhỏ ở trong 46 number 2 mới bỏ em mới bỏ vào á, anh nhớ không? Nó hình như là nó với bộ bạn trai nó lại có vấn đề á, nó muốn mình thay cái lock bây giờ luôn. That's why she's gonna contact you, and she said something about emergency and whoever had her keys stole it. I know the fucking story. Like, I hate it when people fucking lie to me, but yeah. Okay, go do it. Because that girl's gonna do it over and over and over again. Because like, okay, she told me she has cái con nhỏ nó nói em rằng là nó có chồng gì nữa, nhưng mà cái con nhỏ mà bỏ nó vô á, nói rằng là thằng chồng nó không có ở trong cái list của nó. So I don't think that I don't think they're actually together. Okay, bye. Annoying bitches. Sorry, I'm back. Whatever, going back to having blonde hair, never. I just feel like lighter hair made me look even fatter, and I'm like already thick right now, so I cannot do lighter hair, boo-boo. Mm-hmm. Vietnamese is really not that pretty. I promise you, it's not that pretty. It's you have to say like what I did. That was gangster talking. Beautiful is more like poetic. I think French is a beautiful language. Spanish, honestly, if you do it correctly, is a very beautiful language. I don't think Vietnamese and Chinese and Japanese are beautiful. Korean, I feel like you have to say it correctly. It's really in the voice that they did that make it really pretty. Oh my god, I remember back on blog TV days, I used to like do those like baby voice record. Like people would take the voice and turn it into ringtone. Yeah, yeah, honey. I was talking about someone who's a problematic client or tenant now. Mm. Hello, May. Welcome back. Hello, Melanie Doe. Welcome back, darling. Dạ anh. Tại vì ở trong cái show của em không có nhiều người Việt. No, hồi nãy anh về nhà. I That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yesterday, it's closed. They closed that location up already. Yeah, no more drive-through from that location. It's okay, babe. I know you tried. I appreciate it. He was driving hella far to get me my favorite coffee. That's what I mean. Like, for a relationship to work, you must verbally be able to tell your husband what it is you need. Like before, my husband, he would used to make mistake, and then he think that because he knows what kind of, like, if he get me the newest bag, I would forgive him, or like if he take me on a, like, you know what I mean, like you get to the point of your relationship to where a bag and taking me out to another fancy dinner, it isn't going to work anymore after, like, you know, you where I literally told you what I need you to do is call me multiple times a day, tell me you love me, check up on me, remind me to drink my water, like simple things that are things that make me happy. Like get me my favorite coffee when I'm tired, or when I'm unhappy, or when I tell you I don't feel well, or when I need a booster. Like get me something sweet. Simple thing that makes me happier than him surprising me with the bag. Because literally whenever like he feel like he's about to ask me for a favor or do something stupid, because men would do something stupid all the time, he literally like, oh, so babe, tell me, what kind of bag do you want? And I'm like, what do you want? What are you gonna do wrong? What have you done now? I know. It happens. And it will be like that for a very long time because that's what men does. So now he's like this. It's been a long time since I got you a bag. I'm like, okay, so what did you do? Nothing, babe. I just want to give you a nice bag. I'm like, I don't need a bag. I just want to go on a date. Let's go for breakfast. We haven't gone to brunch for a long time. Let's do that. Can't I just get you a bag? No. So. It's fun being the puppet master. Oh, hi, Angela Jean. Oh my god, let me go back. Okay. Sharon, speaking of old video, I've only noticed some of them are missing. I remember your dancing video of your sister. I know that YouTube started like censoring a lot of my video lately for some stupid ass reason. Angela Zhang, hi, welcome back. Welcome to the live show. Sue, we are in lockdown in Ireland right now, and while I can continue to work, my hubby can't. He's making me tea and lunches while I work. I'm going to miss this when we go back to normal. Yeah. To be very honest, even when things are done and if you train him well enough during this time to where you're used to it, what you could do is before he go back to work, let him know, I really like that, even now, like the thing that I'm gonna miss most is spending time with you, especially like it turns me on so much that you make me lunches. It just shows me you care about me so much. It's all about when you say it and what you say. So I would sweet talk the fuck out of him just so he continue. Is there any way you can work like, during this time to this time so that you can make me that delicious blah 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 that he's making? Because I'm so addicted to it. Like I just don't know how to go on without it. Pretend to be weak and like sweet and like overdose him to where he become a diabetic. My husband would buy me the moon if I start talking to him all sweet and like gross, you know, like if I start speaking Vietnamese and tries to seduce him, that man will sell everything he have and buy me a ticket to the moon if I wanted it. So that's why I don't generally lower my voice and talk very sweetly to him, but when I do, it will turn him on so much that he's like, baby, I know you working me right now, but I'm so turned on, I can't stop. It's like an addiction, you know. You're like crack when you give him what he wants, you know. It's correct. You know, I literally have to like, I'm about to ask for this because I want this. Like, I want to do this. So I go on. That's why I wore this today. I'm like, I'm gonna put some makeup on. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm put on the red lipstick, a little bit of blush, and I might even put on like false lashes, the natural kind. Put some mascara on it. I was going to just wear his favorite little drape, and I was just going to sit there and just paint my toes in a very in his favorite position. I was going to paint my toes and look at him lightly and seduce the fuck out of him. And then I was going to lightly say whatever it is he wants to hear. Whenever I want something, that's what I do. And I always get it. It's fun. But he knows, you know, like, it's when you know that you're being trapped and you still go for it because it's that fucking good. That's when you know you're good. He's like, lie to me. I like it. Lie to me, baby. Lie to me. Are you afraid your husband is gonna feel less and less attracted to you when he keeps seeing you without makeup? To be very honest, Fanny, he actually preferred me without makeup. He said that I look drop dead gorgeous, but unapproachable when I have makeup on. Like, I look like I'm above his league. When I have no makeup on, he said that I look more natural and I look approachable. I look sweeter. So, but here's the thing. When I have no makeup on, I'm pretty sure it's going to be kind of like, oh, you get yours and I get me kind of orgasm. When I have makeup on, I want the whole hair pulling, choking, smacking, and like hard, rough sex. You know what I mean? The dirty sex that I don't usually give him daily. There's that girl, and there his wife. I could be 10 different women. Like, we role play. I'm sorry to say this, but you know, relationship is bomb because we role play. I pretend to be a tenant, and my sink would be broken, and I would call him to come home to fix my sink because it's leaking. You guys, if you can't have fun with your husband, why'd you marry him? You know, you should have so much trust, and you should be able to go beyond this. You know, I'm not saying that sex is boring normally. Sex is good, but sex could be better, and relationship could be more fun if you just role play a bit. You know. Yeah, Sue, like the next time he shower, like literally this makes me laugh. So I was like, it's been so long since I gave him some, like, you know, back then I was sick. Oh, I know, it's so sad. Okay, anyways. So this is what he did that really spiced the relationship. So remember how after you have kids, you don't feel like having sex because you're so tired all the time, and like the kids are taking so much of your time, and you haven't yet balanced your schedule to where you take care of two kids or you're even one kid. And so the last thing you want to do is have sex with your husband. Remember we talked about yesterday, someone brought it up. Well, the same thing with me. I feel like we went through a really huge dip in not wanting each other sexually at all because he was tired and I was tired. And then I feel like the distance between us continued to grow because we were so busy being parents, we forgot to be each other's partner. And I think it was just one night, I just sat there on the couch and he was playing game, and I guess like I was a little bit emotional, and it just hit me out once on what we don't do anymore as a couple. So I brought it to his attention, and then out of nowhere, I just felt sad, and so I cried, and then he kind of stopped playing his game, and he kind of like, what the fuck? And then we had a deep talk, and I was talking about like, oh, remember we used to do this? He's like, yeah, that was fun. And he's like, oh yeah, my favorite was when we did this. And so when we were just like talking about memories, and I'm like, I just feel like we don't have this anymore. We don't talk anymore. The only time we talk is about work. It's always just work or the kids with us. Like, when was the last time you literally called me to tell me you miss me? Or every time you call me now, it's just, oh, can you do this? Oh, can you do that? Oh, can you send me the newest record? Or did you do this yet? Have you contacted the lawyer? It's always work. It's work literally. The moment you leave the house till the moment you come home, it's work. And even when you come home, you're asking me to do more work. And I feel like, I just lost a lot of us, and I don't feel attracted to you anymore. I feel resented towards you because I feel like all that we can do is sometimes sneak out and have oyster without the kids. Like, I feel like that's not a date for me. I actually need a date to where you dress up, not when we're both tired as hell and we're just trying to eat and go home. And like, when you have to sit back and you have to think about these things, like what make your relationship romantic, what make you feel more alive. So that's what I did. Like, I literally just opened up. I told my husband about, like, little things that matter. And then I tell him, I'm like, this, babe, remember how when you come home, I'm always there to say, hey, good morning, come home. Or like, hey, how you used to kiss me before you go to work. Or when you come home, the first thing you did was you kissed me. How you made me feel like I was your happiness. But now when you come home, you get stressed from work, you bring the attitude home. Like, I'm waiting for you at home. I'm working all day and I'm waiting for you. I just want to see your face. You get to go out there, you get to, like, do so many things, you see so many people. But me, I'm confined to my four walls, taking care of two kids, and the only people who ever call me on my phone that ring off the hook are these annoying clients who never seem to stop taking, and they make endless demand, and it's ridiculous. Like, the entitlement, and like, like, and the only people I really talk to is via email, and they're constantly asking questions. There's so many numbers, like, I'm busy. And I feel like, I'm burnt out. So when I brought this to attention, then we started having one day, like date day or date night, to where we actually dress up and go. And slowly, we added like family day, because on date, that's why, like, I started doing less and less of YouTube, because we were going through like a refiguration of our marriage. Like, I said, I'm actually very envious that my friends are getting flowers. He's like, you told me not to get flowers. I'm like, I don't want the $600 bouquet that's going to die in 2 weeks. I just want you to get me some cheap daisies at Stop and Shop. I just want you to come home with it. Like, I don't need this super expensive thing, this over extravagant gift. That's not what I'm looking for. I just want you to be a husband. Like, come home with flowers. I'm not saying to send me freaking Winston flower, because I also don't believe in spending $600 for a freaking bouquet every time. I don't like it. And I learned, like, for $600, like, I could buy just these cheap roses at Costco, and I can get, like, so many roses. Do you know I can fill this whole house up with $600 worth of roses? I can just, like, make Instagram posts. It would make me happier. You spend $600 on all roses, nothing but roses, those cheap roses where I know is worth it. And these are no. And Anita Love Beauty. I don't believe in with counseling, because one is expensive, it's like $200 an hour. That's ridiculous. I'm telling you now, a bottle of Blue Label is only like $179.99. Okay, if you down the whole bottle with your husband, yeah, your problem will go away. You don't need a marriage counselor for it. And secondly, I don't need another person to know about my marital problem. People who aren't there, and sometimes, and the biggest problem that people have is actually not opening. It's not just opening up; it's finding the right word to say. If you know your partner, if you know what their ego is like, you need to find word that doesn't feel attacked. Don't, for example, for me and him, he liked to, when he have a certain feeling, that he liked to, like, push to the back of the corner, like, let's say if he feel like his needs are being met because he wants sex or something, and I'm too tired to give sex, so I'm like, no, I don't want it. So he take it as I don't find him attractive or something like that, like around that category. And slowly he have animosity. He's just thinking that, oh, she probably is not interested in me anymore. She doesn't want anything to do with me. But really, you're just really tired, And instead of telling me all this, he just holds it. And then the next time that I want sex or something, he withhold it from me. That's the thing that I also learned. If you're going to continue to wait for him to change, to understand, to be a mind reader, you're going to wait for a very long time. Or you can be outright with it and tell him how to do it right. With my husband and I spend a lot with my husband and whenever I feel like we have less communication problem when I phrase everything correctly when we're both like not busy in our mind because sometimes he'll hide his work stress from his apartment that from me, and sometimes I feel overwhelmed, but I just push all that overwhelmness away. And on days that I really need to just get away from the kids, and let's say we promise, for example, this, okay, do you believe, Nina Drasco, welcome back, darling, do you believe people can change? Of course I believe people can change, but that isn't through what they say, it's through their action. Anyone who loves you will be able to change in order to keep you. However, if they don't think they're ever going to lose you, they're never really going to change. They're going to change or fake change for a short amount of time and snap back to who they are because you don't require them to fully make that full commitment. Do you know how many fights I had to go through with my own husband in order for him to be the person he is today? A lot of tears were shed. A lot of methods were used. A lot of words, action, animosity. There was so many pain that came before the storm. And that is only because the person that you want to change has to first understand your worth. Don't let him just tell you, oh, I love you when things are rainbow and butterfly. Show you. The only way a man can show a woman how worthy or how important she is to him is when you're both fighting. And instead of saying what he wants to say, he take a step back and be a bigger man. Yasmin, didn't you ever consider getting a helper for around the house? Yes, my husband and I thought about getting a helper, but because of all the paperwork that we have and we don't have an actual office, that's why we're not getting a helper until we moved on to the new house. In the new house, there'll be one room where we'll keep all of our personal paperwork. And just right now, we have a lot of W-9 laying around the house. We have a lot of money laying around the house. And because of that, and a lot of personal finance laying around the house, we can't get someone to come and clean our house yet. So after having 4 kids, when we move on to the new house, we will have probably get a housekeeper that comes twice a week, and there'll be a room that she's not allowed to go in no matter what, and it'll be a full-time nanny for sure that take care of the kids. Erica will help on the side, so I can actually go back to school and go back to work. Yeah, we have plans of it. But looking for good help is hard. Very hard. Anita loves beauty. My problem with my boyfriend is I want more intimacy, but I feel like opening up discussion make me sound selfish. No. Ooh. I don't know about all that, darling. Honey, your orgasm matter just as his orgasm matter. What it is that you want him to do. Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, nice homework.
Yes.
Kids leaving?
Yeah, finally. Maybe I need to cook some fish. I was thinking about getting cái đồ ẩn hồng á for Kate, since I have a feeling she might not eat the fish.
What'd you say?
She texted me back. She's like, he's giving me a hard time about it, so I guess he's not doing it.
I'm gonna give you a hard time. Anh nói nếu là muốn làm thì nó phải trả tiền, chứ không phải là muốn làm đâu. It's not
Yeah.
a courtesy.
That's why.
We don't do this for fun.
Exactly. And that's, I just feel like nếu mà every time nó giận bạn trai nó cứ like muốn change a lot, em mà keep thằng nó out đó.
Okay, you know what down. That's why I don't text anything to them. I just say it through voice. You check the mail yet?
I have not.
going so far?
Fine. I actually didn't mind that coffee.
Oh yeah, that was my question. How do you like it?
Yeah, it's strong. It's definitely not watered down like yours.
I shouldn't have to waste more than one sentence to order a coffee. I gotta say.
Was it long?
What?
It's just a macchiato.